Money is a tool that, when used wisely, can open doors to financial freedom and security. Yet many people find themselves trapped in a cycle of debt and financial struggle. The habits we develop around money can either help us build wealth or lead us down a path of perpetual poverty. Understanding and changing these habits is crucial for achieving financial stability and independence. In this comprehensive guide, we will explore common money habits that keep individuals poor and in debt. Each habit will be dissected to reveal its impact on your finances, the reasons behind its prevalence, and practical steps to break free from its grasp. By asking critical questions, we aim to provoke thought and self-reflection, guiding you towards healthier financial behaviors. 1. Are you living beyond your means? It's a simple question with a complicated answer for many. Are you living beyond your means? This habit often goes unnoticed until it's too late. You might be swiping your credit card for everything from groceries to new gadgets, not considering the long-term impact. Living beyond your means involves spending more than you earn, which creates a cycle of debt that's hard to escape. Why do people fall into this trap? One reason is the societal pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle. Social media exacerbates this issue by showcasing the highlights of others' lives, making extravagant lifestyles appear normal and attainable. When you see friends or influencers constantly traveling, dining out, or purchasing luxury items, it can lead to impulsive spending to keep up. Credit cards make it easy to overspend because the consequences aren't immediate. Unlike cash, which depletes as you spend, credit allows you to buy now and worry about the payment later. This deferred payment system can create an illusion of affordability. When the bills arrive, the reality hits hard, often with added interest, making it even harder to manage finances. To combat this habit, start by creating a budget. Track your income and expenses to get a clear picture of your financial situation. Prioritize your needs over wants and avoid unnecessary purchases. An effective strategy is the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to necessities, 30% to discretionary expenses, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. By living within your means, you can avoid debt and build a more secure financial future. 2. Do you have a lack of financial education? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by financial decisions because you simply don't understand the terminology or concepts? This lack of financial education is a significant factor keeping people poor and in debt. Financial literacy is not typically emphasized in school curricula, leaving many to navigate complex financial landscapes without proper guidance. Without financial education, people may make uninformed decisions about credit cards, loans, and investments. For instance, not understanding how interest rates work can lead to choosing high-interest credit cards or loans, resulting in substantial debt over time. Similarly, a lack of knowledge about budgeting can prevent individuals from managing their money effectively. Predatory lending practices often target those with low financial literacy. Payday loans, for example, offer quick cash but come with exorbitant interest rates that can trap borrowers in a cycle of debt. Understanding the terms and conditions of such financial products is crucial to avoid falling into these traps. To improve your financial literacy, take advantage of resources such as online courses, books, and workshops. Many organizations offer free financial education programs. Additionally, seek advice from financial advisors who can provide personalized guidance. Educating yourself about personal finance empowers you to make informed decisions, avoid costly mistakes, and build wealth over time. 3. Are you avoiding a savings plan? Do you have a savings plan, or do you find yourself spending every penny you earn? Not having a savings plan is a critical habit that keeps many people financially unstable. A savings plan acts as a financial safety net, helping you manage unexpected expenses and achieve long-term goals. The absence of savings often leads to reliance on credit for emergencies. When unexpected expenses arise, such as car repairs or medical bills, those without savings may turn to credit cards or loans, accumulating debt that can be difficult to repay. This debt not only incurs interest but also affects your credit score, making future borrowing more expensive. Establishing a savings plan begins with setting clear financial goals. Whether it's building an emergency fund, saving for a down payment on a house, or planning for retirement, having specific goals motivates disciplined saving. Automate your savings by setting up a direct deposit from your paycheck into a savings account. This way, saving becomes a consistent habit rather than an afterthought. Additionally, Explore high-yield savings accounts or investment options that offer better returns than traditional savings accounts. The key is to start small and be consistent. Over time, even modest savings can grow significantly, providing financial security and reducing the need for debt. 4. Are you impulsive with your purchases? How often do you buy things on a whim without considering their impact on your finances? Impulsive spending is a common habit that can lead to significant financial problems. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, especially with the convenience of online shopping and the constant bombardment of advertisements. Retailers employ various tactics to encourage impulsive purchases, such as limited time offers, flash sales, and personalized ads. These tactics create a sense of urgency and FOMO, fear of missing out, prompting you to buy things you don't necessarily need. Over time, these small unplanned expenses can add up, straining your budget and preventing you from saving or investing. To curb impulsive spending, implement a cooling-off period for purchases. Before buying something, wait 24 hours and evaluate whether you really need it. Often, the initial urge to buy fades and you can make a more rational decision. Another strategy is to create a shopping list and stick to it, avoiding unplanned purchases. Mindfulness and self-awareness are also essential. Recognize the triggers that lead to impulsive buying, such as stress or boredom, and find healthier ways to cope with these emotions. Practicing mindful spending helps you make deliberate choices that align with your financial goals, reducing unnecessary debt and fostering better money management habits. 5. Do you rely on credit for basic needs? Are you using credit cards to cover everyday expenses like groceries, utilities, and rent? Relying on credit for basic needs is a dangerous habit that can quickly spiral into unmanageable debt. When you consistently use credit for necessities, it indicates a fundamental mismatch between your income and expenses. This reliance on credit can be due to various factors, such as insufficient income, poor budgeting, or unexpected financial setbacks. Regardless of the cause, using credit for essentials creates a debt cycle that's hard to break. Each month, interest accrues on your outstanding balance, increasing the amount you owe and making it harder to pay off the principal. Breaking this habit requires a comprehensive review of your finances. Start by tracking your income and expenses to identify areas where you can cut costs. Look for ways to increase your income, such as taking on a side job or selling unused items. Establish a strict budget that prioritizes essential expenses and allocates funds towards debt repayment. If you're struggling to make ends meet, consider seeking help from a financial counselor or exploring debt relief options. Programs like debt consolidation or credit counseling can provide strategies to manage your debt more effectively. By reducing your reliance on credit and addressing the root causes of your financial shortfall, you can regain control over your finances and work towards debt-free living. Are you neglecting to build an emergency fund? Do you have an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses? Or do you find yourself scrambling for cash when the unexpected happens? Neglecting to build an emergency fund is a habit that leaves many people vulnerable to financial crises and subsequent debt. An emergency fund serves as a financial buffer for unforeseen events like job loss, medical emergencies, or major repairs. Without this safety net, you might be forced to use credit cards or take out loans to cover these costs, leading to debt accumulation. The lack of an emergency fund creates financial stress and instability, making it challenging to achieve long-term financial goals. To build an emergency fund, start by setting a target amount. Financial experts typically recommend saving 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This amount should be sufficient to cover your basic needs during a financial emergency. Begin by saving a small portion of your income regularly. Automate the process by setting up a direct transfer to a separate savings account dedicated to emergencies. Look for ways to boost your savings, such as cutting non-essential expenses or earning extra income. The key is to make building an emergency fund a priority. Over time, consistent contributions will accumulate, providing you with financial security and peace of mind. Having an emergency fund not only prevents debt, but also empowers you to handle unexpected challenges with confidence. 7. Are you ignoring your debt? Do you avoid looking at your debt statements because it feels overwhelming? Ignoring your debt is a common but detrimental habit that can lead to financial ruin. When you disregard your debt, interest continues to accrue and penalties may be imposed, increasing the total amount owed and making it harder to pay off. Debt avoidance often stems from fear or denial. The thought of facing large debt amounts can be intimidating, leading to procrastination and further financial damage. However, ignoring debt doesn't make it go away, it only exacerbates the problem. The first step to overcoming this habit is to confront your debt head-on. Gather all your debt information, including balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. Create a comprehensive list to understand the full scope of your debt. Next, develop a repayment plan. There are various strategies such as the debt snowball method, paying off smallest debts first, or the debt avalanche method, tackling highest interest debts first. Choose the approach that works best for your situation. Consider seeking help from a financial advisor or a credit counseling service. They can provide professional guidance and help you negotiate better terms with creditors. By actively managing your debt and making consistent payments, you can reduce your financial burden and eventually achieve debt freedom. 8. Are you overlooking retirement savings? Are you putting off saving for retirement because it seems too far away? Overlooking retirement savings is a habit that can have severe long-term consequences. Failing to save for retirement means you might not have enough funds to support yourself in your later years, potentially leading to financial hardship and reliance on debt. Many people procrastinate retirement savings, prioritizing immediate financial needs, or assuming they'll have time to save later. However, the power of compound interest means that starting early significantly enhances your retirement savings. Delaying retirement contributions results in lost growth opportunities and requires much higher contributions later to catch up. Each of these habits not only affects your current financial situation, but also shapes your future economic prospects. By addressing these behaviors, you can take control of your finances, reduce debt, and pave the way for a more secure and prosperous future. Dive in to discover how you can transform your financial habits and break free from the chains of debt.